Verse 19. But his father refused and said, I know, my son, I know. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. Nevertheless, his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his offspring shall become a multitude of nations. So, Israel is stating, yes, I know. This is not a mistake. This is not a mistake. It was not what happened with Isaac and my father and me and Esau. This is not cheating. This is by design so. This is, ultimately, I guess God showed him that this is going to be like this. So this is a prophetic voice as well, and therefore he is blessing. But this is coming from God. See the difference between, there it came from evil plans, which led to them being apart for so many years, so many problems in the family. But God used it for the greater good. Now in this case, there's no deceiving. There's no need for any of this. It is all done by plan. It's prophetic. This is how it's supposed to be. Again, as well, therefore, the stamp on Ephraim and Manasseh, yes, they deserve land as well, like you do, because of Israel. They didn't steal it. It was not, they were not cheating on the last will and the testament. Okay? They didn't, it's not because the youngest came and while the others were away, for example, and treated Israel better and brought him more fruit or food or anything like that. So now he is the number one in the world. And now you can go and fight against the world and try to... No, Moses is clearly through this showing again and again, this is a choice, a conscious choice made by Israel and ultimately made by God, not because of sin, but for the right reasons. But as well, he said, don't worry too much. The other one will become as well a great nation, but he, the younger, is going to be the greater. Verse 20. So he blessed them that day, saying, by you Israel will pronounce blessings, saying, God make you as Ephraim and as Manasseh. Thus he put Ephraim before Manasseh. Okay, so these words will be kind of used as a blessing, right? Like you say, or right, God bless you, right? It will be used kind of like a blessing. That if you want to say a blessing on someone, like someone sneezes, you say God bless you, and all those under the spray, right? Like this rain again falling down on me here. That these words kind of would be something like that, right? So you want to bless someone, you say, God make you as Ephraim and as Manasseh. But he put Ephraim before Manasseh, the younger before the older. Verse 21. Then Israel said to Joseph, behold, I am about to die, but God will be with you and will bring you again to the land of your fathers. So he's saying, I'm going to die, but God will be with you. God will take you home to your land. Right? This is what God promised. When I went up and it was just Lutz and they hated me, they didn't even want to give me a place to sleep, God gave me a promise. God brought me back. God gave me all of this. So therefore now I am telling you, yes, you're in Egypt. Yes, you are going to be enslaved. But God will take you home because God promised. Right? Hold on to God's promises. God keeps his promises. And in verse 22, moreover, I have given to you rather than your brothers one mountain slope that I took from the hand of the Amorites with my sword and with my bow. Now, this is again one of those kinds of things which sort of doesn't make sense. Okay, so here is this one slope that he took over from the Amorites. This is the only place where it's even mentioned. Earlier in Genesis, we have absolutely no view of Jacob ever, or Israel ever, fighting any kind of war. Remember there at Shechem, when his sons, Simeon and Levi, killed all these people. He was so angry at them. He always was afraid of everyone. We never ever read of him fighting any kind of war. And here all of a sudden he's saying, oh, you know, there was this time I fought against the Amorites. I took over this slope, so I'm giving it to you. This is as well to do with a future thing, right? Or a future thing that's now present, right? For us, it's way past. for the people in the desert, when Moses wrote this down and informed them, this is the present, but it happened before them. Okay, so you see the connection, how it's all time-wise hanging in. So what Moses is doing, he's telling this again, like everything in this chapter, for the sake of the other tribes, right? To justify the fact that both Ephraim and Manasseh will get land, be treated as separate tribes and not as a tribe of Joseph. He is trying now as well to show why ultimately that Joseph's offspring will get that specific piece of land. So that piece of land would not be in their territory, but this is now like an enclave kind of idea. Why? Because the justification for this is that this was given by Israel to Joseph, not to his other sons, to Joseph. So it doesn't matter in whose territory it's going to end up, because Jacob, Israel could not know, right? But he was making sure in whoever territory that territory ends up, that piece of land belongs to them. So again, there would be, we don't really have the other information concerning this, or at least I don't have it. Maybe somebody somewhere knows. But the point is here, for their sake, like the whole Manasseh, Ephraim, clearly showing this is not deceiving, this is how it's supposed to be. Legally he's laying the groundwork, like he's legally laying the groundwork for the fact that this piece of land will belong to him, to Joseph, ultimately. So it's not, again, the rambling of an old man, but everything is known, everything is stated, and there's a legal justification for why things. This is like the last will and testament basically going on here, right? So if the lawyers for the other 12 tribes, okay, well, 11 tribes, you cut out Joseph and then just put the two other sons, so the other 11 would have been brought up their lawyers. No, we need to fight this in court, kind of, because they're not deserving it. It's not fair. Moses is stating here as a Levite that no, it's fair. This is the last will and testament. This is how it's supposed to be done. They are treated as, and they will get this piece of land.